Good evening. I'm Laura Walsh, principal of Musson Elementary, and welcome to our virtual kindergarten information evening. We are so glad to be welcoming your children to our school in the fall. We know this is a unique way to embark on the information, and our typical process of visiting the building can't happen right now. However, we are hopeful that in the spring and in the future, we will have an opportunity for you to come and visit and welcome you to the physical building that your children will join in the fall. Again, welcome. I'm looking forward to sharing more about Musson with you. It's a wonderful place. It's a great place for your children to embark on their school journey. And we are just very excited to get to share some information with you. Tonight, you're going to hear from some of our staff that teach kindergarten as well as our support staff in the building. You'll get to see some pictures of what it looks like right now in our kindergarten classrooms and how we've been progressing through this year. Certainly a unique one. We're hopeful that in the fall we have that more typical experience for our students, but either way, we are prepared and excited for your family and your child to be joining us. I'm going to share my screen with you so that I can give you some pertinent information regarding our kindergarten class. And the very first and most exciting part, moms and dads, is that we are welcoming the class of 2034 in the fall. So it hardly seems possible, but your children will graduate as seniors in the year 2034. And this is just the beginning of a wonderful long journey for them in the Rochester Community Schools District. I encourage you, albeit our systems and processes look a little bit different right now with coming and visiting the building, to take time over the summer to come around the school and have your student explore the playground, have them visit and check out the doors of the building, walk around, become familiar with this place that will be their home for the days starting in the fall. So they just increase that comfort level and get used to what it looks like here at Musson. Some important school information is that we start school with our first bell at 8:50 a.m. and our official start is 8:55. Students are considered tardy if they arrive at 9 a.m. or later. So we ask that if you are running a little late, you please park and walk your student in to sign them in for the day. Certainly okay, it definitely happens, but we just need to make note in the office. Our school day ends officially at 3:58, but I often dismiss our kindergarten students early, just by a few minutes, so they can get out before the crowd. Just so you know, if you're picking up your students, most parents do wait by the flagpole. They park and exit their car and come up and get their student from the flagpole area. Classroom teachers will walk their students out to that location at the end of the day. If your student is riding the bus, to school and in the afternoon, please know that we have staff assisting them both ways into the building. So we take them off the bus, our kindergartners, and either a staff member or a fifth grade safety squad member will walk them to the door where they enter. In the back of our building is where our kindergarten classrooms enter, down the stairs on the back side of the building. We have currently some horseshoes painted on the sidewalk where students line up and wait to be let in the building. So if you arrive early, you're welcome to park and walk your student to the back, and that is where they wait to be let in. Please watch for RCS emails that if you haven't already started receiving, you'll start receiving when you register. This is information that comes from the district as well as directly from the building. I send a weekly messenger out to the community, just sharing information that is pertinent in our calendar, information that's helpful for parents to know in a little message from me. There's also connections to our PTA through our messenger. It's really the source of all information on a weekly basis here at Musson. So those come out automatically each week around 4:30 on Friday. And as soon as you register and get into our system, you'll start receiving that information. There's also the parent view system that you will be able to log into once you're registered. That gives you the opportunity to add to your student's emergency card and emergency pickup information. It offers you bus information. Closer to the start of school, you'll get routes and times for your bus. You would just continue checking in parent view. It's also where you see report cards and other information and can even record an absence. So as a parent myself in the district, Currently in this year, I have a first and fifth grader. So I often am checking in on information and adding to that information in parent view. And then it does continue as your students get older into secondary as a place where grading and assignments are located. Another important piece of information is the Musson student placement email address at gmail.com. I do like to tell parents that at this point in the year, I don't have confirmed staffing for the fall. I often get emails or people reach out about specific teachers, and I ask instead of that, request for a specific teacher, knowing that I'm not able to honor all of those, so I do not accept any of them. Please provide me the information that is really important for me to know on how to place your child. So this is an email address that's confidential. I check these emails, and it's a place for you to add in maybe a certain peer connection that would be very helpful, or maybe a learning style that your student experiences that would be important for me to know. Our staffing is not finalized until August, and while you'll be seeing tonight some videos of wonderful veteran kindergarten teachers here at Musson, we know that things can change, and we might have different staffing in the fall. So as I finalize that, I go back to these letters from parents and these emails from parents to just build the most well-balanced, dynamic class community that I can. So please feel free to reach out and send an email anytime to that this spring or through the summer if you have information you'd like to share. Typically, our PTA is here on our kindergarten information night welcoming you to being a Musson Mustang. I thought I would share a few pictures with you of their awesome programs and how they support our community here. Through a pretty significant fundraiser that they do typically in the fall, the Fun Run, students experience an opportunity to run and have dollars pledged for them to make those laps. And that money is directly used to support student programs in the building and teacher needs in the building that go directly to items that are for your children. The PTA is also the sponsor of many of our international events. In this picture, we were celebrating the Chinese New Year a few years ago, but we've also started an international night and have that work growing. They often do extra sort of enrichment programs. You see there our Anteater. We have Science Alive often come and visit the classrooms where students get that hands-on experience with some unique creatures right in their very own classroom, all provided by our PTA. Other programs include the Reflections program, fundraising through box tops and the Kroger points. There's family dinner nights where you can carry out and a part of the proceeds come back to Musson, all organized through our PTA. As incoming families to Musson, I encourage you to please get involved. There's opportunities across the board on how you can become an active member in our PTA and support your child through our school. And it certainly doesn't need to be at the largest level. I know those are sometimes overwhelming to be able to participate at such a large level so early in your child's school career. But even just participating to a lesser degree and offering your support through volunteerism for one small event or one small activity, everything helps. So we are grateful to our PTA, and we encourage you to join in and be a part of that organization for our school. Another note here is about our child care program provided through the district. It is called SAC, which stands for School Age Care. And it's something you can sign up for or put in for directly through our district website. It is based on availability. So if you are knowing that you are going to need that service in the fall, either before school care, which begins at about 7 a.m., or after school care, which goes until 6 p.m., we encourage you to get on the list early so that they can anticipate that need and work through that for you. It's a great program. Kids are outside on the playground. They're doing crafts and activities. In the morning, some of them are having their breakfast here as the cafeteria is open. So a great opportunity for your child to join some friends early in the morning or be cared for after school if that fits your home and work schedule. Just encourage you to make sure you sign up as soon as you know. Later in our presentation, you will meet Mrs. Sarah Medier. She is our learning consultant here at the building and supports academic programming. She's always encouraging our students to keep reading, as their preparations for kindergarten are certainly varied. We know it's completely typical for a kindergarten child to come to us just learning about letters and sounds. We also know it's completely typical for a child to come to us as a reader already. That is just the range of fifth to sixth grade, 5 to 6 year olds. Excuse me. So we anticipate that, we know that, and we are able to prepare for that. We just encourage that as you're planning for kindergarten, and you're looking for opportunities to prepare your child, that you just keep reading and instill that joy and love of reading with them. Um, have them sit with you, have them point at letters, have them look at the pictures, encourage them to pay attention to how you're pointing and reading across the page. Those are all great opportunities to prepare your child. But know that they come to us in varying levels of their readiness for reading, and this is a great way for you just to keep preparing them and helping us prepare them for that beginning school experience. A quick note: as you're registering, you may come across the home language survey, and that is required for all families. I just like to stop and pause on this a little bit to ensure that you are aware that we are really looking for the opportunity for you to share if there's other languages spoken in your home on a daily basis. So this is something that your child would be experiencing every day. There is a family member who lives in the home as a primary caregiver or family member who is speaking another language, and your child is engaging in that, speaking of another language as well. Sometimes it's a little confusing if you have relatives that your child is connected to that speak another language here and there, but this home language survey is really for students who are immersed in that bilingual experience and have that interaction every day. Registration. It looks a little different. You can tell this picture is from when we were registering in person, but the same components are needed. You'll find all of the information on how to register online on the district website, registering for kindergarten. You'll again need a copy of birth certificates, picture IDs, proof of residency, immunization records, and the vision screening. And all of the explanation of what's needed can be found on that website. It was a pleasure to greet you this evening, even though it is done in a little bit different way through this live YouTube and Zoom meeting here. But I'm excited for your children to join us. I am so proud of this school community. I'm proud to be a part of it. Our teachers are actively engaged in this community and love your children. And we are excited to welcome you and your student to their educational journey this fall with Rochester Community Schools. Please reach out anytime. I can be reached by email, or please just call the office if you have questions as you are gearing up to join us, class of 2034. Take care.
Hi, I'm Debbie Buchanan, kindergarten teacher at Musson Elementary, and my favorite part of kindergarten is the enormous growth that we see throughout the year, not only academically, but socially and emotionally. Our students start the year kind of needy, and they end the year so independent, and I love watching that transformation and being a part of it.
Hi friends, I'm Mrs. Roth. I am a kindergarten teacher at Musson, and my favorite part of kindergarten is that you get to play when you learn and learn when you play. And a lot of the times when you're playing and when you're learning, you don't even realize that you're doing work. So I can't wait for you to try that out and experience it, and can't wait to see you at Musson.
my name is Tini Lesko. I'm a kindergarten teacher at Musson. One of my favorite things about kindergarten is when my class becomes a kindergarten family. A kindergarten family is when the children share, care, cheer, and form friendships with one another. I look forward to meeting you in the fall. Go Mustangs!
Hi, my name is Sarah Medier and I'm the learning consultant at Musson. And my favorite thing about kindergarten is all the wonderful books that you get to read. There are so many funny characters that you will read all about, and also reading can take you to so many wonderful places in your imagination. So welcome to kindergarten, and we can't wait to see you.